Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and
Jordan.
So we're here at Pablos Mexican restaurant in San Antonio, Florida. Do you like that pregnant pause?
Known for its Mexican food here.
No, not
in
really.
San Antonio,
well, actually,
Florida.
No, I mean the best Mexican food. I'm so glad this is like 10 miles from our house, and I'm so glad that this is near us because the Mexican food here is excellent. So, you know, if you live in Florida and you're around San Antonio, which is north of Tampa, then you know, it's a good place to go. So we are taking questions from our Like an Entrepreneur Facebook group and making videos out of them, answering them.
The exclusive, closed entrepreneur Facebook group.
You do have to apply to get in. You can't just go see it. You actually have to apply, and we do that so that if anybody's NAS hat, they're gone.
Yeah, we're definitely not just opening it so that anyone can join.
Right.
I mean, that's just all there is to it. Mm-hmm. Right. So mm-hmm. I don't want to be playing admin any more than you do.
Right.
And right now we've got a really great group, mm-hmm. and people are helping each other, asking great questions.
We're at 300 people as of today in the group.
And we really haven't done much to grow it. Right. You mentioned it on your show, mm-hmm. but it's not like we're advertising it or anything like that.
So check it out, link in the description if you want in, and you too can ask questions that may appear on the show here. So, okay, I've got David P. He says, should I use Google AdWords or Pro Ad Services? Would $50 in ads help at all, or does it disappear in 2 clicks? It only disappears in 2 clicks if you are advertising for those really rare diseases that you catch in a mine or by taking asbestos out, and you're an attorney looking to sue people. Those ones actually cost like $35 a click, and they're amazing. I've often thought about making videos about that subject so that I get this massively high payout, but then I don't know anything about it. So, yes, so, and how to actually set up AdWords, because I tried and it expects me to pay to get past the first page. No. So,
Google.
No, Google's awesome.
Oh, is that? Yeah, it was AdWords.
Yeah. So he's talking about AdWords.
Yeah,
so he's talking about pay-per-click through Google.
Yeah.
So now you've done some of this.
I've done a lot.
It's been many years since I've done it. But Jordan, I want to hear your take on this.
Okay, so
while I eat my taco.
Yeah. Funny how that works. Anyway.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah. So without knowing what you're selling, your price point, what your competition is doing, you kind of leaving this open-ended for us to talk about. So just be prepared. I like Google AdWords for consumer level products and services after I've already tested in Facebook.
Interesting.
So look, the short answer, I'll give you 1 or 2 answers you can choose from. Short first answer is just test. Make sure that you don't have an open-ended
put a cap
amount.
A daily cap.
You got to put a daily cap. This is the maximum I want you, Google, to spend. And you put a start date and an end date. You don't say, I just want you to run forever. There have been plenty of stories out there of people who've been completely just screwed royally.
Like they choose to pay out 5 cents on the word buy.
Yeah.
And then everybody who's looking to buy whatever in particular comes up at the top. And next thing you know, 10,000 people have clicked on it and your credit card is overdrawn.
Yeah. There is a reason why most people don't make money when they're doing advertising. Period. Google is no exception. I don't test on Google unless I already have a tremendous amount of research done or have already tested on Facebook first. And what I mean by that is there are a whole bunch of tools, including Google itself, including Google AdWords itself, that allows you to look at what your competition is paying for in keywords. You can also look at how many keywords are being searched and what the volume of that is. You also want to do searches for those keywords to see what comes up. Because what might happen is you might do a search for
Eve.
Yeah.
Which could be the video game or feminine products.
Yeah. So you want to go and sell something on Eve, so you do an ad campaign and you select Eve as your keyword. Well, there's a whole bunch of feminine products that are you're going to be paying essentially for people who have no use for your product because they're searching for similar things. And that's why I caution you against jumping in with Google. Facebook gives you the opportunity to do two things. And by the way, on a personal level, I hate Facebook. Right? I don't like the way they treat advertisers. I like even less the way they treat their end customers, their consumers. Which, by the way, just to give you a little bit of a snapshot in what I think here, you have a Facebook account, I have a Facebook account. If we're not paying, then we are the product.
Oh,
you follow that?
We're the cannon fodder in the video game.
Yes, because we are, you and me, we are what Facebook is selling to advertisers.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to continue to update their privacy policies in ways that we couldn't imagine. They're going to continue to do things that are going to give their advertisers more and more of an edge to put ads in front of us. So, I don't feel really great about that, but as a business owner, there really aren't a whole lot of resources as good as Facebook. Facebook really lets you see inside the mind of your market. You can do a tremendous amount of research there for free and then test some ads to a very specific niche market for a relatively low amount of money. Of course, following all of the same rules that I told you about with Google, meaning you do your research first, you put a cap on the amount of money you're spending, you put a cap on the time that you're going to be running the ad, you pay very, very close attention to what your metrics look like, whether or not you're converting. Conversion is when somebody clicks on the ad and they actually get to a landing page, are they taking the action that you want them to take? Right?
It's really important.
Yeah, so
because if they're getting there and they're not buying, you're wasting your money.
That's exactly right. So this is an advanced kind of topic that Marcus and I are going to talk about very soon. It'll probably be in the form of a product. It'll probably be in the form of a group because it's so in depth. It's so detailed. Sure, can you grab $20 and go and hit a home run on Facebook? Absolutely, give it a shot. What are you gonna lose? Some of your time and $20?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll learn something.
Just
right?
Be willing to test some money, and try that. And what you may find, there's another thing here too, which is that while Jordan does paid ads, I tend to go the route of organic, which costs money but in different ways. Meaning that I take the time to build websites and articles on those websites and content to attract people to the items that I'm selling, as opposed to paying to have them land on a sales page because it's what they want to buy. Mm-hmm. Both of them have costs associated. In the long run, the organic way, if you can place really good in search results or you get good traffic flow in, then that will pay off better. But in the short run, you got to get the machine started, and you got to. So you not only are testing your ads because it is a successful ad if it gets them to click on it and land on your web page, but then you have the conversion end, and so you have to convert after that as well, and so both of those have that same combination.
Absolutely. And by the way, on that note, Marcus is good at generating organic traffic. He does it with YouTube, right? We built a whole product around.
I got you here, didn't I?
we built a whole product around how to generate traffic on YouTube, right? I'm not good at organic generation of traffic. I understand SEO, I do SEO, but I'm not good at it like you are. I would prefer to get a faster result, and I'll just buy it because I don't know how to, I'm just not good at it, right? So I think there's something to be said for being somebody who really understands traffic generation. And that's one of the reasons why I want to listen to you. I want to listen to what you have to say about how to generate traffic organically without having to pay for it. That's awesome.
I don't do enough of it because it takes a lot of time. So, actually, you know what? Come to think of it, with all these videos and everything, I spend a hell of a lot of time doing this, but there's other ways than just videos. So I think about, you know, other ways of showing up in results in Google and everything. And when people are searching for it, I want them to land on me when they're looking for the product. But that's not, you know, it takes a lot of work. And there's tools out there and stuff. So we may end up in the future going really deep into this area.
And as a matter of fact, Deserte, is it Deserte?
Yes.
Just asked, is it worth doing a Facebook ad to get traffic on a Twitch channel, or if it's a Facebook page, etc.?
The problem is that you can't tell whether or not you're converting them when they land. And because there's nothing there that says that's a metric that you can measure on a YouTube or on you know, any of this other content. If you own the website, you can convert, so you can see that they came in, they hit a certain URL that's associated with the ad, and then they moved through the path and purchased something. But the other end of that, you know, when you're using a different service like Facebook or like, you know, YouTube or Twitch, you can't tell whether or not they stayed. And so it's really kind of this big gray area. So you can start throwing a whole bunch of money at it and go, oh, hey, my viewership is up. Well, maybe, you know, that is most likely the answer. But at the same time, you know, you're looking at stats like how long did they stay in this period when we were running ads as opposed to the period when I wasn't running ads. And it's not scientific, because it could be that you were doing different content on that day and people just were more naturally drawn to it. So it's definitely a different deal. So, okay. I hope that answers your question. I know that that's not a full answer, but there's no way in this amount of time that we could go into a full-on answer on this. So, David, thank you for the question. And for those of you watching, if you want to get your questions in to us entrepreneurs, join the Like an Entrepreneur Facebook group. There's a link in the description for it. It's a closed group, as we mentioned, but we pretty much let most everybody in, as long as they look legit, and you'll find nothing but goodness there. So,
good community.
We will see you there.